Brian Arnold here. I'm here with Iris today. We're providing the public address facilities. As you can see, we're in the video truck today. We are recording all the races for the owners and trainers and for all the local pubs, and people can come and buy a copy of the races off a USB off me here today. So there's actually only takes the two of us to run a point-to-point meeting for Iris. So myself and Mary would have got here nice and early this morning, usually kind of 3 hours before the first. We set up the public address system, which you see on the van is out in the field. Another little portable public address system here close to the back of the truck. And then we'll fall in here to the truck. So Mary goes up on the roof. Mary has the tough job. I have the nice easy job sitting in here dealing with the customer. So Mary's up on the roof with Declan Phelan, the commentator. So Mary will do the camera work during the race, and then as soon as the race is over, we'll stop the recording and hopefully sell a few copies of the race. When I started, would you believe, it was all VHS tapes and all these racks that you're seeing in front of you here with the monitors and the sound desk. I think there might have been 15 or 20 VHS recorders, and you had to be sure that you press record on all 15 and the one going. By God, if you missed the start, you were in trouble when you got to the pub that night to drop it off. But the VHSs slowly went away, the DVDs came in, so the 15 VHSs came down to maybe 6 DVDs, and then we were able to copy them off once customers came. And now we've progressed to USB recordings. So the big difference with the USBs is that everyone is getting a superior quality product. They're getting a HD video of the point-to-points. They can come to me, I'll record the race, I'll copy it over, and they'll have it to take away 2 or 3 minutes after the race. Iris are the people charged with bringing all the broadcasting from all the 26 Irish race courses. So when you're at home watching it on racing TV, ITV, the Hong Kong Jockey Club, I don't know, there's a list as long as my arm of people we provide facilities for. We actually did FanDuel TV, was one of the providers we did last year. So any race footage you're seeing on your television or your phone or computer from Ireland is provided by Iris and our cameras and our people. I can't tell you the scale of how big it is now. I can probably gauge by the amount of trucks that are in the yard. They're not all as nice and neat and tidy as this. There's a lot of big Arctic trailers there now, and we've had lads up and down the length and breadth of the country and even all over the world filming. But the point-to-points is where Batty started. My uncle Batty, of course, started it, and his wife Helen are at the helm since day one and are still there. Started with a couple of point-to-point speakers at the point-to-points. They were doing fences even for a while, but they realised the hardship wasn't worth it at that. But we have stayed doing the point-to-points in Cork and Waterford since, I can't say what the first meeting was, but probably around the time I was born, sometime in the 80s, and we're still providing that same service for all the committees ever since. Everything in Ireland has actually moved to a fibre optic based system. So a lot of people won't know this, but no, you won't see that here today. But when I'm at a race course, for instance, racing in Naas yesterday, and you're watching the race from home, you're seeing that on if you're watching on a skybox, 1 second later than I am. So the feeds are super fast nowadays, and you'd say, oh, for a second is a lot. It's not when you look at it. It has to go from me pushing a button in, we'll say in Naas, it goes via fibre optic to England, to Ealing, goes up to a satellite, comes down to your satellite dish in under a second. So that has made a huge difference to, of course, the in-running betting markets in Ireland, and it has brought everyone to almost a level playing field, whether you're at home or whether you're at the track. The setup, of course, we here at the point-to-points has been the same for a long time. The truck we're sitting in has been in the yard since day one. It's called OB2 because every truck has a number. We're up to, I think, OB11 now, so that'll tell you how much the company has been progressing over the years. And of course, there's a couple of Iris trucks on the race courses, which are Iris 1 and 2. There might be something new coming down the line in that side of the company very soon, hopefully. But as you can see, the setup today is fairly straight and simple. Look, it's 100 volt speakers, it's one camera, it's a lens, it's Mary and myself. But then take it when you go to the race course. Of course, we have drones for tracking the race and running. We have a lot of people. One of the people's favourites addition to Irish racing is the Jeep that we have driving around. So that's something we've actually built and developed ourselves in Iris. Ken Whelan, the former jockey, is the driver of our tracker, is what we like to call it, the little blue Jeep that flies around the race course. John Cullen, the former jockey, he's on the staff with us. Me and John were actually on the road in Naas yesterday, and Mark Bulger actually recently joined us. So we're keeping the ex-jockeys going anyway.